Hello everyone, it's Olga here. I'm an illustrator and today I have something special for you. I have collaborated with Clip Studio, so I will bring you a super cute drawing. For today I will show you how I color my art digitally, and yeah, let's go to it. I have used Clip Studio before, but this time I wanted to dig deeper into the program and experiment with some cool tools that I'm really eager to try because I haven't seen them in any other software. I'm especially excited to finally try the color mixing palette and to take a look at the shading assist. If you haven't heard about Clip Studio, it's a powerful tool. It's not just a simple drawing tool. You can use it on your iPad or on your computer. This time I will use it on my iPad. But in case I wanted to change to the computer, I will have no trouble because the interface is exactly the same, so it's pretty intuitive to change between them. It also includes many different canvas options, webtoon, comic, fanzine, but today we are going to use the blank one because I'm only going to do an illustration. So let's go to the drawing table. I have done this adorable illustration, which is the perfect one to show you how I color digitally. Let's start with the final line art. The sketch has been done with the mechanical pencil brush, but I want to try a different one today. We will start by adding a new layer on top of the sketch. You can shuffle layers around using the 3-bar toggle on the right. Make sure the sketch layer has a low opacity so you can see your actual lines clear. For the line art, I'll be using the crayon brush that you can find under the pastel brushes. I have been exploring the brush settings in Clip Studio. You can change the whole illustration only by using different brushes, and I can truly spend hours in these menus twitching each setting to my liking and creating new brushes. But today we will be using the crayon brush because it has the perfect amount of boldness and texture. I like my lines a bit steadier, so I'm bumping the stabilization in the brush settings. After finishing the line art, I always set it to multiply to blend the line's opacity with the colors underneath. And now it's time for the colors. But first, let's add to the background some texture and color to set the mood. I'll be using my own sketchbook paper, set it to multiply, and since I already have the palette ready, let's also add the background color. Make sure the layers are well organized, and if you need it, hide the texture for now. As for the base color, I like to use the clipping mask for all the different color layers, but for that to work, first we need a base layer that covers the entire drawing. You can also use the lasso tool and the bucket, but I love doing it manually since it's pretty relaxing. Since I want the base layer completely opaque, I will use the Real G-Pen brush because I really like its outside texture. Now let's lay down the base color for each item, clipping them to the base layer. As you can see, the difference between clipping and not clipping is the ease of use that this tool gives you. You can draw a lot faster without messing around outside the lines. So we will use it for each one of the color layers. Stop, I've made a mistake. I didn't know it at the time. It took me like half an hour of drawing. I almost had the whole drawing finished and something was off. I wasn't sure if it was the shadows, the colors. Then I figured it out that it was the lines. As you can see, at first I used the mechanical pencil to draw and it was extremely beautiful because the pencil looks like a real pencil. So that was the first idea. Then I changed it and I wanted to do more of a digital approach, but yeah, it's not my style and it's hard to put a paper texture into a digital brush. I finally realized that I had to change the whole line art. So I redo the line art. I use the mechanical pencil I used at first, which is amazing. And yeah, it took me about 20 minutes to redo the whole line art, but for you it's gonna be a second. And as you can see, it's amazing. The lines look super soft. It's like marshmallow right now. And the whole drawing has changed. It has like another aura, and I didn't touch anything else, not the colors, not the background, anything. It was just the lines. And that's what I wanted to say when I said before that depending on what brushes you use, you can change like the whole thing. And yeah, as you can see, it's completely true. So now that the lines are perfect, we can keep with the shadows. If you're not good at doing shadows, I want to show you a tool that you can use as a reference, the Shading Assist. Make sure you have the line art set as a reference, and to show you how it works, I'll be using only the base layer. It's not always spot on, especially on complex illustrations like this one, because it adds a few extra shadows here and there, but it's a solid foundation. As you can see, it creates a light source that you can move around to create reference shadows. You can choose between a sun or a directional light, which you can resize and redirect. Once you select your preferred light, it will create several shadow layers that you can leave as they are or you can touch if you need it, but in my case, I will make my own. I will do the shadows using the lilac color with the layer set on multiply. To make it more simple, I will fill a whole layer with the lilac tone and erase where I need it. To finish the drawing, let's play with the color mixing palette to choose the perfect color for the line art. The lilac lines look really good on almost all the colors, as you can see, but to make it even more perfect, we can give each other of them its own personal line tone. Let's open the color mixing palette and using the lilac as a base, let's choose the yellow first. Once you mix them up, you can see we have a new color, and as expected, it suits perfect the tone. My favorite Clip Studio tool has to be the color mixing palette. I couldn't have came out with more perfect palette for the lines if it wasn't for it. Having a dedicated spot to experiment with colors without affecting the artwork and creating perfect mixes is a total game changer for me. Even the green that doesn't look nice with the lilac lines, now that we have chosen a mix between the lilac and the green, looks amazing. So let's keep doing it for each one of the other colors. For the last touches, I'll be duplicating the line art to make it stand out much more, and don't forget to hide the paper texture. Creating art for me, it's about bringing to life my own world and characters that live in my imagination. It doesn't matter if I do it traditionally or digitally, but either way, it's a powerful way to express my own vision, similar to how a writer writes a story, but through visual art. So here's the drawing. It turned out super cute, right? I love the colors, I love the palette. I'm super happy to have made the decision to change the lines and use the pencil one, because now, as you can see, the texture and the pencil looks like it was everything part of the canvas. It's well put together right now and I'm super happy with the outcome. I hope I gave you a nice sneak peek of some of the great tools of Clip Studio. I have a blast with the program. I didn't even know that a professional tool can work so smoothly on the iPad. I'm pretty sure I have a ton of tools to discover yet. I will keep digging around. So let me know in the comments below if you are already using Clip Studio, if you know of any tool I can put in use on my drawings. And if you are not using Clip Studio, I will leave you a link of a 3-month trial so you can check it out. So yeah, that's pretty much all for today. I hope you have enjoyed this video and I'll see you on the next one. Adios!